How you doing? 6:10 by the watch. A very warm good evening, and on the auspicious occasion of Diwali, we just went by in India. The founder and CEO of the setup in Delhi NCR Noida, Jashin Kapani. I give you and extend my wishes of Happy Diwali. And in case you've missed me around because we haven't met this year, that's great. For some of the people whom I regularly meet during Diwali and stuff, you know the reason. I mean, some personal and health concerns and all that. But, anyways, I'm Jashin Kapani and I'm sharing something which is an experience that I had. When you speak to people and you talk about opportunities and stuff, and you're talking about making a plan or meeting up or going forward or doing something new, what is the typecast answer that you get? So the unpracticed typecast answer or the typical answer would be, I don't have the time. Okay. So I'm sharing this from an experience yesterday. I was talking to a lady in my gym, and we were talking about starting a new exercise thingy since I've gotten back after a few days and stuff and all. And so is she. She's in college, and I asked her something, and I said, "You plan to join the classes regularly, because at least I want to do that." And she said, very casually, she said, I don't have the time and stuff. So we got talking and everything and all. So I was trying to understand her travel plans, her distance, what she does, what college she's in, what course she's taking in, and all that. And all. Then we got talking and stuff. We both figured out that, it was just a mental thingy. And if she really wants to join the classes, she could do that. So from yesterday's conversation with a girl who's actually, getting into first year of college, and this is when all your mental conditioning and everything around distances and time and your careers and your jobs and stuff, this is a time when you're conditioning yourself, though you can change yourself gradually and stuff happens. So this was the answer she gave. And I was reading this book which said less is a good thing. So how many times does it happen when you try to speak to a person, they'll invariably come up with the answer, but I don't have the time, right? एक दो बार हुआ, तीन बार हुआ, चार बार हुआ, you realize that ये एक practiced answer है. Or if you are enthusiastic and you're kind of going with an open mind and you do something new and all that, your plan just fizzles out because the samne wala person will turn around and say, I don't have the time for this, okay? So many times have I shared this over the last few years. Everybody's got the same 24/7. Most of the people around are in college, they are married, they've got children, they're working, they're running businesses, they are multitasking, they are doing cross country travels, they are running global shows, they are in bilateral, they are in Hollywood, Bollywood, they are entrepreneurs, they are scientists. They are caretakers, they are NGO runners, they are students and stuff. So if everybody started giving this answer, things are never ever going to move and stuff. So what is the way forward with this? So this is a book which is called Reworking on Changing the Way You Look at Life and Stuff Forever. And it's an experience which says embrace constraints, where people say, I don't have enough time, money, people, and experience. So the caption is stop whining, stop complaining and stop crying. And less is a good thing because constraints are sometimes advantages in disguise. Limit resources, force you to make up or do something with what you've got, and there is no room for waste, and that's what forces you to be creative. So, writers use time clocks to force creativity all the time. Shakespeare was one example, and so was Albert Einstein. There's so many geniuses all across the world and stuff. Not everybody is in a fixated fashion of regime and discipline and stuff. The best of ideas come when you're doing nothing, or you're highly creative, or you're just sitting around, or you're reading a book, or you're following something and all. So at least in my case, ideas come just spontaneously on the go. So it's not like I'll tell myself that I've got to spend this time thinking about the problem. The point is, my attitude towards anything which people say is actually on solution finding. And I feel that's a right approach, because if you tell yourself, I don't think I can find a solution for this, I don't think I can do this, I don't think this is possible, I don't think it's going to happen, I don't think this is the right way, I don't think this is what's the right approach, then you've actually shared a lot of negative in it, and there is no way forward on that and stuff. So the author, has shared an example here. He says, have you ever tried to kind of see that the simple formula over the years is that creativity is born when you are kind of embracing constraints and stuff. So the more the time constraint you have, the more limited you are in your resources, the more limited you are in something, that sometimes you push yourself, and that's when you do the best. So I'm going to give you my example. So I've had a health concern over the years and stuff and all that. And if I were to sit around and say, okay, I keep my feet crossed and I'm going to keep my hands crossed and I'm not going to do anything, I would have not gone forward. Okay. So even if I was kind of under the spell of medication, which I still am and stuff, I make it a point to kind of show up in selective, places. I put my mind on selective projects. I spend my time and energy kind of, bettering whatever I've done, or finding new ways, or thinking differently and stuff like that. So if I were to lie down with my medicine, I'm going to tell myself, I don't think I have the time to do anything. I'm so tired and I'm so hard pressed on everything. My brain is not working because I'm on medication and stuff. That's self sabotage in a way, because you yourself have brought yourself down and said, I'm not capable of doing it and stuff. So the authors has shared this example of uh, a company which was kind of building base camps, and they were actually building up a building instead, and most of the people were kind of programmed to say no to whatever projects that came in and stuff, till the time they had a new person called David, who was doing the programming in Denmark. The rest of the people were in States and stuff, and it was a small team, and there was no outside funding. So they had to keep their products really very simple, and they couldn't take up anything exorbitant or anything else. So the author is actually an interior designer, and I read something of his projects and stuff. So he says, since we were short on resources and people and stuff, we would have constraints, and we would not do too many things. So what we learned from that was, we would not complain about time, we would not give this answer, but we would actually try and keep our products and our strategy really very simple. He says at a time we were basically working only on a few projects, and one product at a time, and we kept the features to a minimum. And this was helping us because we are presenting only focused development, product development, and as a result of that, it was preventing us from creating bloated products or products which are easily available and stuff. Slowly, as the concept picked up and stuff, we stopped singing the not enough blues, and we started focusing on what we can get and what we have and what we can do. So what my learning from this is that you got to get over that jargon, or this preconditioned thingy of saying there is a time, how do we do it, we don't have the time, we don't have the resources and stuff. The point is, if you were kind of putting your brain or your time on finding a solution, on focusing on what resources you have, what networks you have, what is available around you and stuff, it's going to kind of help you grow your business and your attitude. So I learned it the smart way, or the street smart way, I would say, because so many of my products are available everywhere, and many a times people turn around and tell me, but this is available there, this is available here, what makes you so confident that you're going to have a sale and stuff. And my answer is that, what I mean, if you're talking about my products and stuff, there are millions of people who are making jackets, and millions of people who are making shoes, the billions and billions of people who are making stuff that you see around and stuff. It doesn't mean that they get discouraged and stuff. It just means you got to push your limits and stuff, and you got to set the ball rolling. So in a nutshell, the whole whining, the whole crying, the whole thing on, we don't have the time, we don't have the resources, we don't have the team and stuff. It doesn't work that way. Because if you come with an open mind and you think that less is a good thing, and maybe you're the one who's going to drive the whole action plan forward, maybe you're the one who's going to spearhead everybody, maybe you're the one who's going to take everybody forward, maybe just your presence around is going to help people, take that next step of action and stuff, it would be a big relief for people around you and stuff. So every time you make a call to someone and you hear an answer, I don't have the time for this, I don't have the resources for this, I don't think it's going to work and stuff. My advice and my tip of 26 plus years and of course in college and stuff, and meeting people and talking to people all over the world, you got to kind of get out of that negative state of mind, and you have to be in a state of mind of receiving and stuff. It's very easy to say, I don't think I can do this, I don't think I have the time for this, I don't think I'm prepared for this, I don't think I've got the energy for this, I don't think I've got the infrastructure for this, I don't think I've got the funding for this, I don't think I've got the acumen for this and stuff. So rather than focusing all of that, try and basically work on yourself and improve how you kind of come across and think about products in the world and stuff. So why do we have to go far? You look at our prime minister, Mr. Modi. If he was to sit quietly and he's going to say, I'm traveling all across the world and stuff, I don't have time for another issue or a problem and stuff, you think we would find a solution? So you try and put your spot try and sorry I'm so sorry try and put yourself in that spot, that if you were a biggie, and if you were doing so many things and stuff, and you are expected to do something, you're expected to be creative, you're expected to have a solution, you're expected to come up with something creative and stuff, are you going to say, I don't have the time and the brain for this and stuff? I don't think that's the right approach. Because if this is how most entrepreneurs function, or if this is how most leaders function, or if this is how most design people function, or creative people function, or business oriented people function, nothing is going to work and go the right way in this economy or in this world. Okay, so very important is to change the way you think differently, do differently, behave differently, talk differently, and stay inspired, because in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think inspiration is something which is unperishable and stuff. So it's always a good idea to look at people who are doing good. If you feel you're stuck somewhere or the other, take a look at people, top 10 people which I normally share and talk about, the top 10 of your industry, who are the killers, the movers and shakers and stuff. I'm not talking about influencers, I'm not talking about social media personalities and stuff, I'm talking about, on the whole, legends and veterans who are doing it and who've been there and done that. That's what I'm talking about. So you aim, if you want to aim for the best, you got to look at the best. Okay, so rest of it is just fillers and stuff. There's a shank behind me, maybe this is something which is positive and I'm sharing and stuff, so take that as a sign from the universe that probably I'm putting you on the right track, and the same holds for me as well. Okay, so love and luck and take care, have fun, have a blast, and cheers to you, and cheers to everybody on a nice cup of chai and coffee. This is the fourth cup. So stay hydrated, have lots and lots of beverages, get your diffusers, put on the agarbatti, sage, and everything, and play some nice music if you want to remain, fast forward in your thinking and stuff, and you want to do away with the pollution. Take a look at this. So the scene is pretty sad here. So the point is, rather than whining, complaining, and finding faults and blaming, it's a better idea to focus on what makes you feel better. So I've done that already. I put in some green plants here. Let me show you. Here's a nice green plant. So the moment you kind of feel that you're being sucked down by the grays around you and stuff, you put in some nice green plants which help you kind of refreshen up and stuff. So here's another one. So there are lots of additions in my house, my personal space and stuff, and my office and stuff. So since I'm from a design and architecture and a creative background, I can only give you these little tips. So get some nice oil, खुशबू लेते रहिए और फ्रेश फील कीजिए, and venture out, and of course wear your glasses, because this is very basic with the AQ and everything. Also there are lung diseases and other things and headaches and stuff, so a good idea to kind of remain up and going and stuff. So hope this helps. I'm Jashin Kapani from New Delhi, India. You can find me on jkapani@gmail.com, and jashinkapani.im@gmail.com, and jashinkapanioffice@gmail.com. Looking forward to catching up in person and stuff. Stay hydrated, stay fresh, and add some ginger to your chai, add some masalas to your chai so that you feel healthy and you stay healthy. So that's a creation from my collection. So if you like mirrors like these and stuff and you want something customized for you, this is a very basic one in metal. So we could always do this for you. Otherwise, we do nice ones in Moroccan styles. We do something in wood, and we have a lot of stuff, a lot of interesting stuff actually. So believe in yourself and quit the I don't have time to I have the luxury of the time, and I think I can find a way. Because if you find a way and stuff, that's when the doors to new opportunities, new projects, new people, new ways of looking at life, new people, new circles, new ideas, new creativity, and new cities and intercity or global works happen to you because you're in an acceptance and an open board, right? So love and luck and take care, have fun, have a blast. Bye bye, cheers.